Alright, hey ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for checking out Hunt, Shoot, Live. Today I want to do a review of my brand new Nightforce TS-82 spotting scope. I know that maybe this is going to be something that a whole lot of people are not going to be interested in, but I wanted to do it because honestly, whenever I was shopping for a spotting scope, and I shopped for many months before I finally bit the bullet on this one, I really just could not find a review that showed me what I really wanted to know. Before we go on, I want to say that in this video I've included a bunch of field reviews, actual footage from the field where I'm telling you the yardage that I'm looking at. I'm not just looking at rocks 300 yards away. I've got game animals that I'm looking at, and I've got a lot of different distances. And some of it is early in the morning, a little bit lower light, later in the evening, a little bit lower light. So let me just start off by saying, again, this is the Nightforce TS-82 spotter. I went with the straight instead of the angled. I feel like that fits my need a little bit more the way I hunt. I'm going to be using this a lot for spotting when we shoot long range. I did get to use this during the rifle season this year, and I love it. I absolutely love this spotting scope. It is insanely clear. It comes in at about 5 pounds, but I've got a carbon fiber tripod that I use with it, so it did not bother me to carry this at all. Overall length, I will show you with the straight spotter, is going to be 17 inches. Now that includes this case. I did get the case to go with it. I figured if you were investing a little bit in the spotting scope, you were going to want to invest in the case. It does come with its own lens cover in the front. The front has a sunshade that pops out, and it slides right into this protective sleeve if you're not going to use the sunshade. And then the back also comes with a cover that you can take on and off, and you can see the knurling here on the adjustments. This is a 20 to 70 power. Are you able to use 70? Yes, you are. Some of my video that I show you here in just a minute, I'm using 70 power. The edge-to-edge clarity is insane with this thing. It's just super impressive. There is only one focus knob. All of the focus is done in this big knob. It's really easy to find even when you've got your gloves on. Very impressed with it. Very clear. It is able to focus down very nicely. That's pretty much the lowdown of the specs. Now let's get on to some of the field review. This doe is at 910 yards. I'm on 70 power. You can see I got a little bit of mirage, but it's still super clear. Really good picture. Can easily tell that that's a doe. Here you got 1200 plus yards on 70 power. Good daylight, but you can see crystal clear. I mean, you could see deer if they were running in the woods back there. It's so clear. 1500 plus yards. You know, I mean, if somebody were sitting in that blind, you would be able to tell that there was somebody in it. The clarity you can see back into the woods is still excellent. And here we had a little bit of wind that was shaking the tripod, and I've not zoomed in yet. I'm only on 20 power there, but that's easy, a mile and a half away. And those are sheep. You can pretty clearly tell that those are sheep there, even though that's a mile away, or a mile and a half or better. And I zoom on in here to 70. Again, the wind is what's messing with me. I couldn't get it completely steady, but still very clear. Even with the wind shaking, you can obviously tell that that's sheep, and that's just an incredible distance. I'm on 60 power now.
It's 730.
That's 70 power, 730, and we're in the end of December, so it's only getting daylight just now. So I mean, this is pretty low light conditions. Let me take you the full range. We shoot steel right here, so that's in about the 700 yard range where those deer are at. So you can tell, even though it's still pretty dark, that looks way better than what the naked eye is looking right now. That's on 20 power. 25, 30, go to 40, go to 50, 60, and let me pull back over on our buck here. That's 60, and then 70 power. At 7:30 in the morning, just still cracking daylight. Looks like that smaller 6-point. Zoomed in on my phone here. So here we got an 8-point at 1,000 yards at least. You can tell that I'm maxed out on 70 power, but you can tell he's a great buck. You can tell right there he is an 8-point. You would know you want to go after him. So my overall impression of this spotter is that it is absolutely worth the money. I would definitely recommend the Nightforce TS-82. It's everything that I hoped it would be. Excellent quality. It will more than meet my need, and I would highly recommend it.